Hi guys, I haven't done a get ready with me in ages, so I thought that I would give it a go and see if I can remember how. And I would show you some of the makeup I've been wearing recently and also try to recreate one of the looks that have been asked for in the past. I was actually wearing this top, if you recognise it, in a few videos a few months ago, and I was wearing a completely accidental, very extreme liquid eyeliner look with kind of coral, and so I'm going to try to recreate that. It was a while ago, and like I say, I didn't do it on purpose, so we shall see. First of all, I'm going to put some water on my beauty blender. I have some, it doesn't really matter, you can go and put it from the tap, but just because I'm in front of you right now, I'm going to use this water spray, which is from La Roche-Posay. It's kind of fancy to have water in a can, but you know, but I'm going to kind of try and get as much water in it as possible. It doesn't ever work as well to do it this way as it does if you can just get to a sink, I find. But I'm going to do it like that for the purpose of the video. Although, of course, a normal person would have just prepped it before they started filming. But that's not me, is it? So I'm going to use some Double Wear. And this is the Double Wear Light. I'm just going to try and attempt to get my hair out of my face. The Double Wear Light, and the colour that I have is Intensity 1.0, which I'm assuming is the palest one you can get. I'm just going to kind of put some of that on my face. Ooh, I feel like that came out a little bit liquidy. Maybe this is coming to the end of its life. Okay, so I'm going to put it on my face first of all. Where is the lid? And blend it out, as you do with a beauty blender. I'm completely obsessed with this combination of foundation at the moment. As you may or may not know, I've had some major issues in the past with oil and just makeup not staying on my face, and I still really love my Revlon Colour Stay, and I'm actually going to do a get ready with me next week on my Budget Beauty channel, and I'm going to use that partly as kind of an experiment as to whether or not I can make it work as well as this does for me at the moment. I think your skin just kind of goes through phases, and at the moment this is the only thing that stays on my face, keeps me relatively matte, and I'm really enjoying wearing. But I do love my Colour Stay. The next product I'm going to put on is actually the Double Wear Concealer, and I just bought this last week, and I'm not entirely sure if I love it or not. It doesn't blend out as well as I thought. In the videos that I've seen where people review it or use it, they seem to use a lot less than I do and get a much higher coverage, so I don't know. I'm not totally convinced that I love this, but I'm going to use my fingers to blend it out because I don't find that the Beauty Blender does as good a job. I don't think that I get as good coverage when I use it. And I got the palest shade that they do. I made that mistake, and I don't know if it was a mistake, but the woman who colour matched me at Estee Lauder told me that I needed to get, what is this one called? Light. And I think maybe she said that I was going to get light medium. And I really didn't want to get light medium because I thought people are always colour matching me too dark. And so I didn't take her advice, and she was really like, are you sure, are you sure? And she obviously didn't want me to come back and complain. And I was sure. And now I'm not sure whether or not perhaps this is a little bit too pale, but I kind of almost use it as a highlighter. I use it in those areas that I would want to get brighter anyway. And I have been known, quite recently, to use this on its own as a base. So to use that and just kind of blend it all out as my only base rather than using foundation, and it's very high coverage by itself. So if you were thinking of maybe getting Double Wear but you weren't sure, I would definitely recommend the concealer as kind of a see how you like it, because it's very heavy. I don't feel that I can feel it all on my face, and I don't wear this every single day, but I've just been trying out some things in the hope that things will last a little bit longer, and this is my favourite combination at the moment. Powder never seems to matter really, and I'm using the Bourjois Healthy Balance, which I've been using for ages. I have hit pan. I don't tend to go out and buy kind of special powders. I just buy another one, whichever one appeals to me at Boots or whatever, when I run out. But I do tend to run out before I buy another one. Like, I really should have another one in stock now, for in case that one just shatters, because I do desperately need powder. Okay, now we're going to get into the eyes. I'm going to do my brows really quickly. And I'm going to use Maybelline Definer Brow in Dark Blonde. This is my current favourite brow pencil. You cannot get it here in the UK, or if you can, please let me know. I've never seen it, and I can't find it online either. I know you can get it from Amazon and all that. I will link any links to anything that I mention that I can find in the info bar, including if I can find a link to this on eBay or Amazon. but I've seen it mentioned in so many videos of kind of US YouTubers. Tiffany D, Makeup by Tiffany D, she used to talk about this all the time, and it was something that really appealed to me because she had very blonde hair at the time and she was like, oh, this is the best, blah, blah, blah. And it is almost exactly the same as my MAC brow pencil, almost identical. But obviously if you can get it where it's actually available at the drugstore in America, it's considerably cheaper. So when we do go back, I will be stocking up on these, and in the meantime, I will probably put in an Amazon order because this is just great. I love the colour. Oh, I dropped it. I love the colour. And the texture is so dry. I'm so picky with brow products, and I really, really like that one. So that's brows, and then I'm going to go in with a Coral Eyeshadow, and this is what I wore in the video. Get a brush. I haven't worn eyeshadow in, seriously, at least a month. I've just been wearing kind of mascara just to be easy and quick. But this Coral Eyeshadow I'm going to use from MAC. I forget what it's called. I have no idea. I'll try to list it below for you. But it's a matte coral colour, and I'm just going to go all over my lid with it. Nothing fancy because I'm not a fancy makeup kind of person. And this is so not seasonal. This is super unfestive. But it just, when I wore this top, I thought I'm going to have a go at recreating that. There we go. Super bright. I love this colour, and all through the summer I didn't wear it for some reason, and then towards the end of the summer I discovered it, and then it was kind of too late to wear it. So I'll look crazy. Anyone that sees me today will be like, why has she got neon eyeshadow on? And it's the middle of winter. Because that's just how I roll. With massively uneven eyeshadow. It looks so bright on camera. I'm going to blend it out with this. I think this is called ABC Gum. It's actually an Urban Decay shadow, but I'm going to blend the brow bone so it doesn't, oh, cracked. So it doesn't look quite as harsh and hopefully quite as uneven. But it's still quite a warm nude colour, so it won't look too mad next to it. So now in with the liquid liner, and this is the one I'm going to use. Whoa, back into the focus. And it's Schwing from the Balm, which is currently my favourite liquid liner. I really like gels. I really like the gel from L'Oreal. But I'll bring the mirror closer to me because otherwise I'll be out of focus. Because it's way better for controlling with the brush, but the brush has to be washed every day and that's so annoying. So I tend to use this more. And I'm going to do a full, hopefully bold liquid line. And as always, I'm gonna make this silent or put music over it and speed it up because I can't talk whilst I do this. That's my liquid liner done. It's much harder to do a bold liquid line on purpose, on me anyway, than it is by accident. But then I joined it up, all in the name of getting things wrong. So I'm going to use a black shadow, and since we've already used MAC, why not use it again? And this is it called Carbon? I'm so not a MAC girl, I really don't remember the names of anything. I'm really trying to remember the name of that Coral Eyeshadow and I can't. So I'm going to join up that liquid line to go underneath. This piece of hair is really annoying. To go underneath. Just halfway. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's what I did. Now blush, I have no idea what I used. I'm going to use a little bit of this new Hourglass one that I have. And I very almost forgot mascara then. And this is, it doesn't really go with the look though, does it? This is Mood Exposure. I'm not totally sold on this either. It's a new thing to me. I'm just gonna put a little bit on because it's so bold, and it's gonna be so bold on the lips as well, that I don't really wanna go crazy with the blush. But I do find that it takes a bit of blending, even though there's not a great deal of color payoff here. I do find that because it has that shimmer, You don't want it to be in strange patches, and I'm not a good blush applier. You know, I feel like that's something you probably know about me if you've watched these Get Ready With Me's before, but I'm not good at this. But I tend to kind of bring it up to my cheekbone because it does have a real sheen. You can't see it on camera now, and if I look in the mirror, I can't really see it, but then occasionally I'll catch myself from a distance, and it's a real bold sheen, so I don't like it to be uneven, but just a little bit of something on my cheeks. Then the mascara, which I nearly forgot, and I'm going to use this 1 Second Volume Ultra Black mascara from Bourjois, my absolute favourite mascara of the moment. There's also one that looks like this. This is nearly the same. This one is ultra black, whatever that means. And I kind of feel like it does give me more volume, but I think that's probably psychosomatic. I think that might be in my mind because I don't think it's possible that it really does. I think it probably is just repackaged and they've said it's more black than the other one. How can something be more black? I don't know. And finally, I'm going to finish with the thing that kind of kicked it all off. It may have been this colour on my top that actually inspired this look originally, but it was in part, at very least, the lip pencil. And I'm going to be extremely matchy-matchy here, as I was in that video, but like I say, I wanted to do it as similar as possible. And it's the Colour Drama Velvet Lip Pencil from Maybelline, and it's called In With Coral. It looks like this. And this is what I'm going to do my lips with. Now, this is a matte pencil, in theory, and you can see it's much pinker. It's not as coral as this. This is almost orange by comparison. Wait, let me come back into focus. And so I put a gloss on the top, so I may do the same again. Yes, I think that's a little bit too much with the eye. A little bit clashy. So I'm going to put maybe, I think I'll probably put like a nude gloss or something on the top. I'm going to do that now. As I was looking through my drawer, I actually picked out the exact one I used. I remember now. It was this Wow gloss, which I think is from Makeup Revolution or I Heart Makeup, which is kind of a subsidiary of Makeup Revolution. And the colour is Whammy, I think. And I just put that on the top to kind of try to tone it down a little bit. Which it doesn't really. What I actually might do is add a little bit of pink in my eyes. I'm going to use, and I remember what this one's called, check me out, Sushi Flower, which is this colour there. I remember, I think this one's called Paradisco. This might actually just be called Coral, but I'm going to use Sushi Flower in my crease to try and tie it together. I don't know why I didn't do that at the time, but I didn't, so I'm going to, and see if this helps any, or if it even shows up. I think it is. Just a little. I like that. It is very colourful, isn't it? I'm almost Barbie. So that is it for my Get Ready With Me. I'll just zoom out slightly so I don't look quite as crazy, but you see with them, you see how I'm matchy-matchy? At least I don't have really colourful nails. They are quite nude for me, really. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful for those of you that were wondering what I had on in that video many moons ago. I know it was a while ago and you've probably completely forgotten, but hopefully it is useful all the same. And I really like it, this kind of look. I don't tend to wear a lot of eyeshadow, like I say. It's just time consuming, and even liquid liner these days, I'm too lazy for it. I just generally wear a little bit of mascara and a bright lip. And also I feel like my voice is getting lower and lower the more videos I make. I'm really kind of on the cusp of a cold, I think, and my voice is getting lower and lower and lower all the time. So I probably sound different than I did in that previous video too, because I was probably fitting well because it was the middle of summer. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll link everything I can below, and I will see you guys in the next Vlogmas. Bye!